See you in 3 hours.
Live from the deep recesses of the American psyche, where nerve endings explode into electrifying reality.
Help! Hurry! Help!
Exposing life for what it really is.
It's crazy. It's madness. I mean, people are getting ravished out there.
This is the Ed Till Show.
The Ed Till Show.
Come on, everybody, Ed Till, Ed Till. Come on, everybody, Ed Till. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
Grew up working class in a place they call the Bronx. Learned on the corner about the school of hard knocks. Found out his rap could be his salvation. Well, now he's talking all across the nation. It's the Ed Till Show. It's the Ed Till Show. Come on, everybody. It's Ed Till. Now that you tuned him in, you know what I mean. People call him up, discussing every scene. Love him or hate him, he's gonna have his say. He's gonna speak his mind each and every day. It's the Ed Till Show. It's the Ed Till Show. Come on, everybody. It's Ed Till.
This show is going to be different.
Different.
This show is going to be about
you.
Talk, baby.
I say what I think, and then who's ever offended,
You treat people like they're morons.
let them be offended.
Talk radio is crazy.
He's on the government payroll.
I just want to let you know that you're brilliant.
And I like to smack him in the head.
I am so pissed off and irritated right now at this whole freaking subject that I can't even stand myself.
Get off the phone.
You got values and you stick to them under pressure, and that's rare.
Always good to hear from the boys back at the trailer.
And I think you're very intelligent and very kind.
I do intend to squish or crush.
I am so intellectually stimulated. I'm going to have to go run 10 miles before I can fall asleep tonight.
What is wrong with you people? What planet am I on?
Man.
Oh, my God. It is great to hear your voice, ARTvuolo. We are live at edtill.com. You are one of the great radio people, Art. Welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Well, it's always a surprise when I hear from you.
So
Because I never know what kind of interrogation I'm going to go through.
Exactly. And, they've all been fantastic. I have all of them either on video or audio over the years. Great conversations with you. So it's a total coincidence that we're speaking today, right? You were supposed to visit. I was supposed to host your visit to my studio a couple of weeks ago. And, for reasons we won't go into, we were unable to do that at the spur of the moment. So, first of all, I miss chatting with you and talking about radio. How have you been?
Well, I survived the 2-week tour through Florida. I was disappointed that we couldn't see each other because we hadn't seen each other in probably 3 or 4 years. And I was really looking forward to it. So,
well, we're gonna make good on that. Oh, you have my word. I always look forward to hanging out with you. But things are always changing in this world of radio. I mean, what year was it when you said to yourself, something? I'm more than just a fan. I think I'm involved with radio, and I wasn't expecting to fall in love with her, but I think I'm crazy about this radio thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember falling in love with radio?
Well, yeah. When my mom bought me my first little crystal radio, I literally fell asleep with it in my ear every night. And these were these little, almost like toy radios that you could only pick up whatever transmitter you were closest to. And there was one, I was living in Indianapolis in those days, and there was a station with great call letters, which a previous owner or a subsequent owner, of course, changed, because that's what owners do. They do stupid things like change great call letters. But it was WIRE, and later it became a news talk station, and they could have called it the Live Wire, because WIRE spells wire. And then some little tiny station picked up those call letters in a small town outside of Indianapolis, which also happens. Like WCFL in Chicago, you remember, a great set of call letters.
Oh, yeah.
They wound up on a little FM station, which is now Christian, because in the end they all turned to God, down in Morris, Illinois, which is down near Joliet,
right,
on the far south side of the metropolitan Chicago area. This happens a lot. You know, a little station takes those heritage letters, preventing the other station from ever getting them back, which is unfortunate. So, and in fact, I just did an interview on a public station over on the west side of the state of Florida,
right,
and said it's amazing. And if you think about it, how many great names of radio stations don't exist on radio anymore, but they do on TV?
Yes. Wink.
Why
Wink.
is that?
How about Wink? Don't you love Wink over there in Fort Myers?
Oh, yeah. Now, Wink is still on both radio and TV.
Love that.
And that's another thing. Sometimes, even though a radio station and a TV station in the same city are not owned by the same company, they share the call letters because the call letters have value. And some people actually realize that, while others don't. Like, I can give you two examples right off the top, and interestingly enough, they are both Channel 8 on TV. But that would be WFLA in Tampa,
right,
which is owned by iHeartMedia, which used to be called Clear Channel, and WFLA Channel 8, the NBC affiliate, have no relationship as far as ownership.
Right.
The same thing goes in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where another heritage set of letters, WOOD, is Channel 8 on TV, and it's AM/FM owned by iHeart, again, formerly the Clear Channel Company.
Right.
So that does happen. Now, one of the biggest stations in America, WLW, which is celebrating 100 years, coming up on the 23rd of this month, they have WLWT television. They were once co-owned, but no longer. But, you know, there is value to the name of a station. And some people are smart enough to realize that, while others are not.
Well, let me ask it even deeper, right? You're absolutely right. I'd sign off on everything you just said, and I have great affection, like you do, for this industry. So that's what I want to ask now. Why do we care about all of this? Why does it make us joyful when it works? Why does it make us keep helping, shoveling coal, or like we're on the bucket brigade, we're passing buckets of water? You know, some of these situations you just described, right? The small station. A syndicator is talking to me the other day, and he's talking like many of them do in terms of hundreds of stations, right? In one breath, right? So I'm always an advocate and most curious about which segment, the bottom segment. I always want to know about market 199, market 175. Why? I was born in New York, in a major market, the market of the world. The big cities will always have, but I love when the town has its station, has its morning show, has its clothing drive, right? Has its, so Art, that's my love affair. My love affair with the industry is what it brings to Ma and Pa Kettle. I love Ma and Pa Kettle. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, sure. And the mom and pop radio stations, as they're known, the ones that are locally owned in these smaller towns, are the ones that are the most attractive to a lot of people working in this business.
Yes.
Because they don't want to deal with the corporate BS of the large companies. The large companies,
yes.
Yeah, they seem to, and the three biggest we all know are iHeart, Cumulus, and Odyssey. And Odyssey was formerly Intercom, which bought out CBS. I mean, there's been so many mergers.
Right.
iHeart, of course, like I said earlier, was formerly known as Clear Channel.
Sure.
And just when everybody finally knew what Clear Channel was, they changed it to iHeart, which was based on their app, which was iHeartRadio.
Right. Well, isn't it off that movie, I Heart Huckabee? There was a movie that used the heart, and it was popular. And I really think that's what they did. I heart you. I heart you, honey bunch. Right? You say to your girlfriend, your wife, I heart you back then. So I think that's what they did. No?
Don't you think that the iHeart thing goes all the way back to I Heart New York?
Yeah. Oh, wow. There you go. Right.
Bumper sticker campaign with I and then the little red heart and then NY.
Listen,
and
I don't want to get
beginning.
I don't want to get too inside, but shouldn't we probably credit Randy Michaels with that kind of singular big thinking? I mean, I'm not in the room, but he was one of the founders, and I Heart being used like that. That reminds me of the kind of thing Randy would always do. He'd see something obvious, grab it, and it would be big. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? I love that. You know, he's a guy. Now we're really talking radio, right? Art Volo, my guest, he is you are the great archivist of American radio. No one comes near you in the department of being an archivist, but I'm saying that word with the true definition from the dictionary. You live it, you breathe it, you look at the quality of the cassette, and you're careful you don't pass it too many times over a head so you don't destroy the icon that you have. I know, let me tell you, man, it's a big deal. So what I'm hearing, when you start to go into this kind of depth, shouldn't you and I go on a national tour like Antiques Roadshow? And we go to every town, and the locals come out. The old DJ comes out. We go and see the old microphone. We show the chair, the antenna site. I mean, this stuff to me is magical. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There are some people that would say that's living in the past and it's not healthy and all that.
What do they know? They don't know anything. Let's call Jethro Tull. That was a big album, Living in the Past. I don't mind. You know what? I'm going to say, oh, boy, you got me. Good for you. Good for you saying that to me. May I? Just give me 30 seconds here. Okay. The past is amazing. We were supposed to be grafting from it and making everything else amazing because of what we learned. Dues were paid in the past, which make things possible that were impossible at one time. So I'm imbued with the past and friggin' love it. One last word. I visit with Shannon Burke every Tuesday. Last week during the visit, as we began, he says, it's time now to reminisce with our good buddy, Ed Till. And I'm like, that's my spot. That's my sweet spot. I love taking old stuff like you and I are doing right now and planting it in the present, bringing it out of the closet, dust it off and make it happen, baby, is how I feel. So I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I'm not sure. It sounds like a great thing that we have. We're like a human repository, you and me.
Yeah, well, the crazy people are the most fun ones to talk to anyway. It's just that in the interview I had last week, I said to the guy, I said, I've been driving all over the state of Florida listening to all these different local radio stations, and they all sound so similar. I use the example of when television stations around the country were all taking part in a thing called PM Magazine. It was a syndicated feature that there was a PM Magazine in every town across the country of significance.
Right.
And the host of that show, was a man and a woman who were the hosts, and they looked like Ken and Barbie dolls. And they looked like they were cranked out of the same machine. Every one of them looked the same, sounded the same type of format.
Sure.
And that's the way it is now with radio morning shows, with a few exceptions. that you have out there. They all have a male and a female co-hosts. All the girls sound the same. All the boys sound the same.
Yeah.
They're saying the same stupid thing.
Oh,
doing the same
go
dumb
easy.
kind-
You got to be gentle. Be gentle.
Okay.
Inside of what you're describing, and from 35,000 feet, you're absolutely right. But buried in there, immersed, what's the word? Embedded in your example, are people trying to be original, trying not to get drawn into, oh, this place sucks. It's the same thing every day. They're trying not to do it.
Yeah.
And they
No,
are,
I know.
and they're breaking through. They're maturing, and they're going on and doing things. So it is, as you describe, but there is a thread running through that. Okay.
You're right. And occasionally, like, for example, here in Detroit, where I am, we have a morning show with a friend of mine. I've known him since he was in college, Paul W. Smith. Now, Paul is an excellent morning host, came out of WWDB, which is credited to be the first FM talk station in Philadelphia.
Ed Till heard on that station, not to break in, but go ahead.
That's right. That's right. And Paul was very, very good, and he had to follow the legendary J.P. McCarthy, who is huge in Detroit.
Wow.
And people were going for months and sometimes years. Well, he ain't no J.P. McCarthy. No,
it's the worst.
But he's a great morning talent, and in my opinion, even better than McCarthy because he's a nicer person.
Oh.
And that, in my opinion, is key. But now, just yesterday, he broke the news on his show that his mother had passed away. Now, his mother was a very big part of his life, and talked about him a lot. They called her Sweet Marie.
Yeah,
I knew her very well. She was a lovely person, and she made it to 96, and then 3 days after her birthday, she passed away. Now, the way you handle something like that on the air, which is a personal bit of news. That's personal news.
It is.
But to share that with your audience in a way that he did, I recorded it and I put it on my Facebook page so people around the country could hear what a beautiful tribute he did to his mom. And when you hear it and the way it ends, I said he is a master.
Wow.
Because the last thing he said before he went on to something else, and how it ends, you'll be left going, wow. And that's the wow factor that unfortunately is not on a lot of media today, whether it's radio or TV. There's very little, wow, that was great anymore. There isn't. I invite you to listen to it.
Yes, you are preaching to the choir here. You recognize.
I know.
No one enjoys radio more than I do. A lot of people as much as, but it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter where, Art. It doesn't matter what part of the dial it hits you. You get, what you just described, right? That's the intimacy factor.
Oh, yeah.
I know this guy. So what do you think of Ed Till? Oh, listen, I listen to him every day. He's like this, and this. Ed Till, he's that, and that. Everybody has a personal relationship, and that's the magic of the job. Everybody who's ever done this,
You just hit a key word when you just said intimacy, okay? Because I was just talking a few minutes ago before you called with the legendary Joey Reynolds, who you know very well.
There you go. Right.
And Joey, on my documentary that I did, it's also on YouTube, the revised version of New York City Radio 9/11.
Yes.
How New York City Radio handled that tragic day in 2001. And he said at the end of the documentary, he said, radio, it's intimacy, and he broke it down into me see.
Oh,
and
wow! Here we go.
And when you break it down by the syllables, it really is. I mean, it is a very personal medium.
Yeah.
You take it in the car. You take it in the bathroom.
Oh,
some people take it in the shower.
Easy.
I mean,
Put a towel on. Put a towel on if you're going to listen to this show. Please, put a towel on.
I had a radio in the shower at once. I said it only gets one station, WET. But the best one of all was a friend of mine came over walked out of my bathroom as though he had just seen a ghost.
Oh.
And he said, "Did I see a telephone with a radio in the toilet paper dispenser?" I swear to God,
No.
I have a toilet paper holder
Oh.
that has an AM/FM radio and the phone that sits on top of it.
Wow.
And I said, it's a real good radio, but it only gets one station, WITE.
Ah, yeah. That's a verb, you know.
That's my joke of the day.
Fantastic.
So, take it for what it's worth.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'll put it in the pro. We'll flush that. Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you. Listen, you're the documentarian, you're the archivist, and as we wrap it up here, how many stations have you and I known each other through in my career? Do you remember? When did you and I first meet? What station was I at? How many stations along the way?
Chicago, I think.
There you go. That's a good
I think this is Chicago. Was it the Loop?
There you go.
Were you at the
That'd be
Loop?
32 years ago, buddy. Three decades, and throw in a couple of straggle years. That's 32 years.
Yeah, and then, of course, you did some time at, it sounds like a jail sentence. You did WOR. I think you were on WOR in New York, which just celebrated its 100th anniversary a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And, they were put on by Bambergers in Newark because they wanted to sell radios.
Right.
WLS in Chicago was put on by Sears because they wanted to sell radios.
Yeah.
Those are backstories that a lot of people don't know. But, yeah, and then, of course, my dream was fulfilled when you were here in Detroit at 97.1, a talk station on FM.
Oh.
And you were just going on rants every day, and you were so much fun. My friend Murray Gula, who did a home improvement show on the radio here in Detroit, he loved you. He said, "Oh, Ed Till was the greatest."
Do you know? I think we've said this before. Gula, his last name, is my dad's mother's maiden name.
I did. No, you're kidding.
Bang, bang, boom. The pinballs keep bouncing. The flippers keep going. See, this is part of. Now, I'll just keep it brief, but I do want to say, over the years, the depth of friendships that you make in the hallway of these radio stations, of the ones, you're at for, like me, maybe I'm there 3 years, maybe I'm there 3 weeks. A lot of crazy things. I've had that happen where I'm the last programming decision of the former programming guy, and the new guy says, "What do you do here?" I go, "I've been doing middays." And he goes, "Oh, no. I go, "What do you mean, no?" He goes, "No, you're not going to be doing middays anymore." I go, "Really?" Yeah. Come on to my office. So, there've been quick changes, there've been slow changes, but I will say to you, I absolutely love it. Like, I love it as much now. You know what year this is for me? This is year 47 of opening a microphone. First time, 1975, WRLB, 107.1 FM, Kaleidoscope Radio, and the Ed Till Show. Yeah.
Where was that?
Still is. They are still on the air, Long Branch, New Jersey, my friend.
Oh, it's the Long Branch station. That frequency right now is doing extraordinarily well as a classic rock station. And they wanted to name it after one of their more famous area citizens of the Jersey Shore. So it's called Boss Radio. Now, the funny thing is, top 40 stations back in the day of KHJ in Los Angeles and what have you were called Boss Radio. And, in fact, I listened to an internet station called Back When Radio Was Boss. But that's what it is. It's Boss 107.1. And they're doing very well right now. Very well.
I will tell you, the T-shirt is hanging about 20 feet from where I'm standing.
Really?
And
yeah, that was
that
station.
Let me tell you.
It may be Long Branch, but the actual radio station is physically in the town of Neptune, New Jersey.
Neptune. So this is you know your stuff, because I used to bring my little girlfriend in my Malibu. I would record my show. It was a pre-recorded show. So I recorded it on Wednesday evening with my perfectionist crazy, I got to do that again. No, I didn't like the open. No, I didn't like the close. Let me edit that. Ooh, that edit's no good. Let me undo that edit. And yeah, that was me all to get this half-hour show out. And the show started at 2 a.m. So I had to come from the Bronx, go to Queens, pick up Regina, then go over the bridge, and then go down to get within range. And then I would sit in the parking lot with her, listen to the show, and as I would go, Regina, how does it sound? Doesn't it sound great? I look over, and there she is. Fell asleep, right? I go, Regina, wake up, huh? It's good, honey. It's good. But was I...
Well, you know something?
Yeah.
You know something? In 2007, that very same station at 107.1 hosted a Radio Greats Weekend, and they brought back a lot of the great stars of the New York, New Jersey area.
Wow.
And it was so great. Herb Oscar Anderson, may he rest in peace.
Oh my God!
He was there.
When I was a child.
He was there.
My mother
and I'm
would
sitting
say,
there with
Herb
I'm
Oscar
sitting there with my
Anderson.
video camera. Right. I am videotaping HOA. This is when it did not mean homeowners association.
HOA, listen to us. We're like 200 years old, aren't we? I love it.
Yeah.
We're like dinosaurs. This is great because I love this. We're having a great time. But Herb Oscar Anderson,
Ed, I was videotaping Herb singing "Hello Again." Here's my best to you, and I said, "Pinch me, pinch me." I cannot believe I am videotaping my hero singing his theme song live on the radio.
Wow.
That's the kind of stuff it's missing these days. I don't know if it'll ever come back, but we sure enjoyed it while we had it. That's for sure.
My mom would say, Edward, I have to call into Sterling Yates today. He's gonna do his trivia question at 9:45. So you know me, I'm like a team player. Mom, it's 9:40. Get ready, get near the phone. Like, you know, first you gotta put the phone out in the middle of the table. Then you gotta put like a pencil and a piece of paper next to the phone because you're getting it ready for the big call-in. 9:45. Hi, Tina.
Yeah.
Hello, Tina. Who starred in West Side Story? Rita Moreno. That's correct, Tina. You've got... And then my dad, so your mother won these tickets there on the radio there. That was the biggest thing in my house. So my mom won Sterling Yates, and I was a little kid.
Well, that was what we used to call appointment listening, Ed. There's not much appointment listening anymore, just like there's not much appointment watching of television. Everything is now... You want it when you want it, and you get this kind of thing.
I'll wrap it up with this, buddy. You know what happened here? Great. Oh, my God. Great talking to you. Here's what's changed, my friend, since we had those little plastic radios. Can I sum it up for you? Nothing is special anymore. Everything special is not special. Everything great is crap. And anything that's fantastic it bothered somebody so bad that they're in therapy over your good time. So when it's all said and done, there's very little left. Yes, go ahead. Final word.
Continued success to you, and thanks for the opportunity.
You got it, my
friend.
friend.
Now that we both vented, we hope the listeners have enjoyed at least 1/10 of it.
Come on, everybody.
He is the great ARTvuolo. There is no one in American radio that hasn't met this gentleman in the lobby with his camera, and right away he's getting the logo. Then he gets the reception desk because the midday guy or the afternoon guy talking to the receptionist, it's a double hit. You get the logo in the background, and you get the candid behind the scenes at the radio station.
This time in this whole damn town, he's Intel. All the news and storylines to all the main events.
All the news and the storylines.
In the wilderness, just don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense. Ed Teal. Told you this man is Ed Teal.
Come on, everybody, Ed Teal, Ed Teal. Come on, everybody, Ed Teal.
I was going to say we have to break, but we don't. So how do you do that? You know what we should do? We should take all the actual airtime that was in the broadcast clock and put it all together, and that's how long the online show should be. Sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I found it. Marla, is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, my God. Who misses you more than me? Nobody. How are you? Great to hear your voice.
I'm freezing. How are you?
Oh, is that right? What do you got? What's your, I hate to tell you, we got like 85 and sunny. It's blazing heat down here. You're freezing up there. What do you got, 30s, 20s? What's happening?
I think we might be. I'll go up to 32. It looks like on my phone.
Is that right? So have a little heat wave. But I don't understand. It should be global warming. You should be out there in a bathing suit, putting on suntan lotion. If these other guys are right.
No, wait. I just checked my weather app. It's 39.
39.
And we have less than 3 feet of snow. And less than 3 feet of snow. It's bikini season here.
So, since last we spoke, this is how crazy the world is. It feels like a million things have happened, but I think in truth, you and I know each other a while. We could be candid. Nothing has happened. Everything is pretty much the same, annoying, pain in the neck, as much as always. I don't know. How does it seem that things are since the last time we spoke? Pretty much the same?
No, COVID ended. Okay. I don't have to wear a face mask when we go to Walmart.
Okay, good. Yeah, you know what? Are you done with COVID? Have they stopped counting cases and it's out of the news, or is it still floating around? What's COVID like in Detroit right now?
Well, they do the daily COVID count every day on the news. I don't watch the news anymore. I'm tired of it. I've been over with it for 2 years now.
Okay. So how are the dogs? How's your daughter? How's your neighbors, the gals that come over? You're right. The hell with the news. We've done everything we can for society. Don't you feel at this point? We've given them all of our good ideas. We've given them a ton of tax money. We can't do more for them. They're going to have to figure it out without us.
Right. Leave me out of it. I'll sit here with my coffee and my puppies.
Gotcha. Now, how are you feeling?
I inherited a new dog.
Do tell. Yeah. Name, size, breed. Give us the whole 411.
Her name is Betsy, and she's a little black Cocker Spaniel. Crazy little thing.
Uh-huh. Now, how did she come to be yours?
I found her on Facebook. Somebody was looking to rehome a dog.
That's a nice word.
I'm a fourth owner in a year and a half.
Oh boy! So it sounds like the dog's name should be Ed Till. That's like it's a dog, crazy personality, and nobody could live with. So, how did you?
Fine. She's clingy.
Clingy. That's me. Yeah, I'm always spooning. Yeah. I'm always spooning and pretzeling my leather couch. I got to do something about that. So the dog and
if
you.
If you come over, I'll feed you.
Is that right?
If you come by, I'll feed you, and you can sit on my lap, and I'll pet you.
That's it. That's what I would like. Right. I'm going to come to yours. I'll come to the door on all fours just to get it started. I'll come up to the door, and I'll do that.
Wait till you butt. I'll give you a cookie.
You got it. That's it. And then what you do is you tap your lap. You go, you tap your lap, and then I jump up on your lap. I nuzzle in there, and then you feed me treats, and then you keep putting movies on TV, and you notice, you say, "Wow, this dog is really coming back to life." Wow, and then there you go. I'll stand up straight, then I'll start to talk again. It'd be fantastic. You could be like the miracle worker.
And every couple hours, I'll send you pee-pee.
That's right. You got to walk me. You got to No, you got to put a leash on me. Walk me over to the. No, it'd be funny. You got to get an extra long leash. Say, I'm going to walk you to the door, but the leash has to be long enough that you're going in there alone. I can't go in there and help you. You're going to have to pee by yourself, Mr. Till, and then I'll tap on the one knock. Means I'm not ready yet. Are you done in there? If I knock once, that means I'm still working on something. 2 knocks means I'm coming out. This is I think.
And then you get a treat for being a good boy.
Right. Then I get rewards every time I do stuff right. Oh my! Once I get the hang of like 2 or 3 things, that'll be my whole day. I just got to get a couple of things right, get a couple of rewards, and then lay down in the corner. Oh, this is sounding so good. Okay, well, thank you for coming up with all this. It's going to be heavily considered at the board meeting tonight. There's going to be a board meeting about that.
Oh, I take in all sorts of strays. As long as you don't bite or pee on me, we're okay.
You got, and I'm deloused, right? You got to delouse me before you let me, and I'm all right. I arrived deloused.
I had to do that with the new puppy.
Did you really? You gotta. How do you delouse? You got to squirt something all over him and comb him with a metal. How do you delouse a dog or make sure there's no critters?
Well, I gave her flea pills, and then I gave the other one flea pills just in case.
Good.
I had to do the deworming and
wow, that's another one I should look into. I was thinking about getting myself dewormed. Don't you think at my age, what are the odds that there's no worms inside me? I've been eating all kinds of things for 66 years. I think easily, if you dewormed me, I'll guarantee you a couple of worms come out. There's no way there's no worms in there.
I don't think you'd want to take the deworming pill, though. I'd have to shove it down your throat with some peanut butter on it.
You know what you have to do? You have to be like one of those women on Snapped. You have to poison me with it. You have to put it in the pancakes or put it in the oatmeal. Got to sneak it in there. Bill had no idea that Margaret was putting cyanide in his orange juice. I love these shows. These women always have these crafty ways. You could get me like that, like they do. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to kill you.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? Who am I to suggest a way to get rid of me? To you. You have plenty of ideas. I'm sure you'll be very effective at it. So what else? How's your daughter? Yeah, how's your beautiful daughter doing? And you have a son-in-law, don't you, by now?
Not yet. They're not getting married till July.
Oh, okay. How is?
And they better hurry because I got a grandkid.
Yeah, and how's the romance there? Are they happy? Are they like two kids in love, or is it already settled into? Yeah, pass me the salt. Yeah, no, I don't know where your keys are. Yeah,
they're funny. I don't think either one of them knows what they're doing right now. They're so in love. Their heads are way up. God only knows where.
That's the best part. You know what? Don't you remember? You're like 22, 23. You crazy about somebody. Nothing matters. The bills, I don't know. What time I got to go to work, I don't know. Nothing matters because you're crazy in love. All you want to do is get another couple of kisses in before you leave the house. Come here, one more time. Okay, I really got to go now. Oh, there's going to be traffic out there. But you stay because you're crazy in love. You get to work late. They go, what are you doing? It's 20 after 8. It's this girl. I'm crazy about her. So there is something beautiful about the intoxicant. Huh? It's an intoxicating thing.
I don't remember back that far. I was married at 18.
No, you weren't. Really? Wow. So at 18, what did you dress like? Did you wear go-go boots and the mini skirt and Nancy's? What was the era when you were like 16, 17? Yeah.
It was 73. Oh. So, the bell bottoms and halter tops.
You did. You had bell bottoms, super tight, with your belly button had to be out some way, somehow. Then you had your shag. Right. You have your shag haircut, your layers of hair that would come down like a mane. You have a nice, broad, wide kind of hair thing, and then a halter top. Yes, a halter top where when we were behind you, we might think your whole back there is like you have no shirt on, but you got the knot up under your hair, and you got the other one down low. So very deceptive, the halter top, to guys like us. Right away, you had our attention.
Yeah, well, I had that hair down past my backside.
Did you? You had hair down? That's what the girl said. You had hair down to your ass. So what happened?
I had it. His clothes on.
So tell me, what happens with this guy? How does he capture your heart? How do you meet him? And before you know it, you're married at 18. You must have been head over heels in love.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, crazy. So was he nice? Do we like him? Or do we not even ever mention him anymore, forget that ever happened?
Well, he passed away almost 20 years ago.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. These things happen.
We had this one kid. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm still mad at him. I wound up raising the daughter by myself.
Oh, that's right. He did. He abandoned you a little bit. What happens after him? Is there another guy that eclipses him in your life?
No.
Wow, that's it. So you're a one man woman. Yeah.
Right. He was my soulmate. That was it.
Oh, I love you. You know, I always knew I loved you for a million reasons. That's another one now. Your boy was your soulmate, and you still feel that way. So how many animals? Let's get to who's alive. How many animals you got running around the house now with the new dog?
Just the two. When my daughter moved out, she moved into the house he bought her. She took the horse with her.
So one goes and one joins. How did your regular dog feel about the new dog? Are they getting along?
Oh, they love each other.
Perfect.
They're so sweet. They sleep in a puppy pile.
Wow. Well, you know what?
Now I have to find something solo.
I have flirted all through this pandemic with the dog idea. Because all my dog friends said, don't get this dog because you're stuck in the house. When you are ready to go back to your normal life, that's when you should consider it because you don't want to change and make the dog feel bad, kept you company, and now you're too busy to have him. So I'm still flirting with the idea, but maybe it is going to happen. Now you got me thinking, now you have two of them. That's another thing I was thinking. I was thinking of getting puppies that were siblings. What do you think about that?
Well, they keep each other company.
Right. Friends of mine in Connecticut are doing that very successfully right now. All right, well, listen, you know what? I love you to death. It is so awesome of you to ring in today. What do you got going on when we get off?
Coming to Passover?
You know what? I am now.
You coming to Passover dinner?
I am coming on the road with the show to your area. I will have more data on that, but we're doing the whole country. L.A. To New York, back everywhere in between. What?
You got my phone number.
I do. I'm speaking to you on it
Call
right
me,
now.
I'll make you some chicken super matzo balls.
Oh, baby. You know it. Yours will be the first matzo balls that I will be enjoying. Thank you, Marla. Have a great day. Take care.
Okay, love you. Stay put once in a while.
Once in a while. I like to move around a lot, yeah. All right, you are listening to The Ed Till Show. This is edtill.com. All right, so this is pretty exciting. A little announcement. Later, a couple of announcements, really. All right, you got a couple. Numero uno. I'm excited about this. I almost did this a month or so ago. It actually is happening today. And as you know, Mark's been on the show a million times. Mark Goldman, great producer, good friend of ours. Years. Hey, gosh, we know Mark now, 20 years. Time is moving on. So, Mark, as you know, heavily connected in all media, knows everybody that does everything, television, film, all of it. So, he has booked me as a guest on, are you ready? I love this. I want to get the title right. I want to read it as it is here. The Black News Channel will have Ed Till live today at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we will wrap up here. All right, this is how it's going to be now online. If we have nothing going on, we'll do 2 hours, noon until 2. That was the original thing that was set up when we started and began with JVC. We used to do noon until 2. Shannon would come on at 2. He would go 2 to 6. Then schedule change, and we went noon to 3. And Shannon went 3 to 7, which is where he is now. It's traditional afternoon drive time. So today, this is exciting. It's called the Black News Channel. Now, what I'm on there for, controversial as always. Love this kind of stuff. This is this is old school, but I love it. They have 2 topics for discussion. Number 1 is the Don't Say Gay bill. Florida legislation. Idea there, very simple, this law. It's not a crazy law, and it really isn't don't say gay. It's don't talk about sex until after 3rd grade. That's it. Or any little chatting about your pee-pee, which pee-pee you got upstairs this, downstairs that. You wish you had the other one, taking an elevator, on an escalator. You like to move the playing chess pieces around on your own biology. Enough. Not for mixed company. Fine. It's not for strangers, number 1. What are you talking about over here? Do you know these people other than sitting next to them in a classroom? Strangers. But Daddy, playmate. It's okay. Stranger. Playmate, also stranger. A very nice word, playmate, but grown-ups understand. No. Number 1. Number 2, you have a maturity issue that goes all the way back to telling them about Santa Claus. They're entitled that you don't poison them with your crazy ideas. They're a traditional child growing up with Ma and Pa Kettle. End of story for you. You are not entitled to visit on children your complicated sexual questions, issues. Now, can you do this at home? Of course. Do we live in a free country? Go to the playground. Bring it up at hopscotch. See what happens. People also have a choice to say they're too young for this. Well, my daughter's different. That's the point. These other children are not so different. They're entitled not to be visited by this. So that's the first issue we're going to talk about. Second one, you want to talk about old school. Here it comes. The new Florida legislation on abortion is that it's legal up to 15 weeks. 15 weeks, you are now running afoul. Some people are not going to like this, but it's true because it's not about whether you like it. You probably don't like this, but it's okay that you don't like it because that's all this is. You say, by 15 weeks, you recognize, I can't touch that anymore. That's all the law says. 15 weeks is plenty of time. No discussion. If you can get an instant pregnancy test, you're not coming to me with that's not enough time. Second thing that's unwelcome from the other crowd, from the opposition, it is unwelcome for you to say, you got this, that 15 weeks is expendable. The reasonableness of the statute is its strength. It's reasonable, but it's crazy. 16, 17 weeks, you think you can dump that? You can't without damaging yourself. You, as a releaser of a live pregnancy, week 18, week 21, week 22, you are going to be mentally scarred. There's a ward, and every major city, a suicide ward of women just like that. Now, at 50, want to kill themselves, want to jump out windows because a beautiful baby, it finally dawns on them, was snuffed out like a cigarette. So that's odious. That's a horrible, horrible thing that we tolerate. We tolerate it. tolerate it. Nothing good about it. We tolerate it. The weakness of the individual that allowed it to happen is what we're yielding to. We're yielding to, please let me out of a horrible situation I should never have gotten myself into. You know, you want to be understanding. You got to have priorities. You got to be able to say to somebody, you made a big mistake. You have to live with it. No, it's wrong. It's damaging to all of us. You can't scrub that challenge. It's a challenge. You can't scrub it. You cannot hit, reset, start over. You can't do it. You want to do it. I understand you. Everybody understands that. Everybody panics when they have adversity. Everybody wants to quit when it's really tough. Everybody wants to eliminate the difficulty. Well, in this department, you can't, and that's a great public policy, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to the opportunity of defending both of these on TV later. So, Black News Channel, I can get you more on that. I will as we wrap up a little later. Now, let's see. This could be, I don't know. Sometimes I recognize the numbers, and sometimes I do not. Hey, how you doing? Somebody, I can hear something in there. Is this, let's see. I thought maybe it was Michael. Let me check. Who? Because, yeah, we got a lot of, yeah. No, this is good. All right, great. You got it. It'll come back. I was going to give out that. No, I should give out the number. You didn't give out your own number. 877, is that it? Yeah. 877, the number 4, Ed Till. That's how you get on. Oh, man. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff going on here. We have a guest coming up in a couple of minutes. So let me do this. Let me get ready for our guest.
May not like what he has to say, but he's gonna say it anyway. He's the baddest cat around. He's got the sharpest tongue in town. He's Ed Till. He's Ed Till. All the news and storylines through all the main events. He's a voice in the wilderness. It doesn't make any sense. He's Ed Till. He's Ed Till. Never looks for middle ground. He's never on the fence. Sorting facts with a razor's edge. It doesn't make any sense. More than just a voice on the radio. He's handing out the truth to those who don't know. And if you can't see your world out there, you better watch out. The man is gonna strip you bare. He's Ed Till. He's Ed Till. Ed Till. You may not like what he has to say. He's gonna say it anyway. He's Ed Till. Ed Till.
Come on, everybody, Ed Till. Come on, everybody, Ed Till. You may not like what he has to say, but he's gonna say it anyway. He's Ed Till. Come on, everybody, Ed Till. Come on, everybody, Ed Till. He's the baddest cat